Hello friends, I am Dr. Suresh Somyajla. Welcome to this world of health. Today we'll discuss about the human body temperature. What would happen if the temperature reduces below a certain point, especially due to the air conditioner. Stay with me till the end of this very short video. We'll learn everything scientific today about the air conditioner and its side effects. Human body temperature should be ideally between 97 degrees Fahrenheit to 99 degrees Fahrenheit. This is something we all know. But the thing is, this temperature keeps changing throughout the day, based on the time of the day, based on the climate, based on the kind of food you have eaten, based on any kind of drink which you have taken, or some medications which you are already on, or based upon the phase of your life, whether you are having your periods now, whether a person is going through his puberty. So these things change the temperature. The temperature of the body also changes from one gender to the other gender. So these things need to be taken into consideration while judging the temperature of that person. Now, when the temperature increases beyond the upper limit of 99 degrees Fahrenheit, that is when we'll call it as a fever. So when a person has a temperature of more than 100 degrees Fahrenheit, that's when it is called as a fever. But you don't need to immediately panic and start medication, because fever is actually an immune response which is very beneficial for the body, because the body is trying to kill the viruses or the bacteria or the fungi which have accidentally entered into your body through your food, through the water, or through the air, or just through physical contact. So it is a defense mechanism, so it's a good thing. Medication should be started only when the temperature increases beyond 102 degrees Fahrenheit. Until then, just wait and watch, take the other precautions which might be needed. Now, what happens when the temperature falls down below the normal? So the normal lower limit is 97 degrees Fahrenheit. When it comes down below it, that's when we'll call it as hypothermia. Now, hypothermia is equally dangerous, because hypothermia can induce a lot of changes in your body. In the brain, there is a part called hypothalamus. Now, this hypothalamus is responsible for maintaining the body temperature. So, when the temperature falls down below 97 degrees Fahrenheit, then immediately the first thing which happens is that the body starts shivering. Now, this was induced by your hypothalamus to increase the body temperature. When this doesn't work, then automatically now the heart rate starts reducing. When the heart rate starts reducing, parallelly the blood pressure also starts coming down. Now when the blood pressure is coming down, that's not a good thing. So to counter that, the blood vessels inside your body, they will start a process called vasoconstriction. The blood vessels will start narrowing. Now these are some of the changes. Along with that, when this low temperature continues for a longer period of time, then the brain starts reducing its activity. There will be a sensation of fatigue which is induced because of this low temperature. Further on, it can also lead to memory loss and other nerve related damages. Now all these things only because of the low temperature which is now exposed to the body. Medically, 95 degrees and below, that temperature would be called as hypothermia. But for infants, senior citizen, people with diabetic conditions or with thyroid related conditions, for these people, even 97 degrees Fahrenheit can lead to the symptoms of hypothermia. So these people need to be extra cautious. So generally, hypothermia, as we know, is seen when patients are exposed to very cold climatic conditions. But there is something more sinister which people might not observe frequently, because it's more of a chronic thing which is happening without your knowledge. I'm talking about the use of air conditioner. When a person is using an air conditioner, he is artificially creating a climate which could mimic the cold climatic conditions which induce hypothermia. This is all the more true when people reduce the room temperature much below the actual climatic temperature in that area. So when people put their temperature of the room at around 18 degrees or 19 degrees, while the room temperature, actual natural room temperature of that room is around 30-32 degrees centigrade. Now that is a vast change. And when you are talking about 18 degrees centigrade, when you convert it, it would be equal to 64.4 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the temperature you are exposing your body to. So such a low climatic condition inside your room can trigger hypothermia like condition to your body. So all the symptoms which we have just now spoken of, all of those things can be triggered in your body just because of the improper use of the air conditioner. So what happens? What happens here is when people are continuously exposed to a very cold air conditioned environment, they will have a higher chance of getting upper respiratory tract infections. Their immunity could fall down. Their skin tends to become dry. Why? Because the air conditioner absorbs the moisture which was there in the room air. So the moisture is taken out, so the skin becomes dry. This would lead to premature aging. Not just that, air conditioner is all the more dangerous when people have pain related conditions like arthritis, neuritis, headache or anything. So pain is in general aggravated in a cold climatic condition. So when you create such kind of an environment in your room with the AC, you are increasing your body's pain susceptibility. I am not trying to say that air conditioner is totally bad. Air conditioner has its advantages. So how should it be used? That is where we need to understand and use it accordingly. Air conditioner should be used with restraint only when it is absolutely necessary and only when the climate is demanding the use of an air conditioner. Like when the temperature outside is very hot and that temperature is leading to dehydration. Yes, in such an environment, air conditioner is suggested. If there is a lot of stress in that particular work environment, reducing the temperature in that room will reduce the stress. So in such an environment where there is a lot of stressful work, then an air conditioner is actually advantageous and it is prescribed. But for other people, for your comfort, for increasing just for your comfort levels, I would suggest if you are using an air conditioner, you should only reduce the temperature of the room to 2 to 3 degrees below the room temperature. By doing that, let's take for example, your room temperature is 30 degrees centigrade. You have kept the air conditioner at around 27-28 degrees centigrade. Now this will see that the room is cool, not cold. We want a cool environment for your body, not a cold environment. You don't need to have an environment mimicking snowfall just to make your body feel comfortable. Because what you are doing by reducing the temperature so drastically is that you are totally spoiling your body's natural cycle. It is also very important that the air conditioners, air filters are frequently cleaned because they hold a lot of dust. So these dust particles can trigger asthmatic conditions in patients. So it is very important to clean them. Another very important thing which people tend to miss is that if you are forced to stay in an air conditioned environment, maybe in your office or in your house, you need to be drinking much more amount of water than you actually think you need. Why? Because generally when you are in a cold climate, you might not feel the need to drink so much of water because you might want to have to go to the washroom more frequently. So people tend to avoid drinking too much of water. But when you are in an air conditioned environment, like we previously said, your skin tends to become dry. Not only your skin, your mucous membranes also tend to become dry. The mucous membranes of your nose, of your mouth. So, to keep them hydrated and to keep them from losing their elasticity or to keep them from losing their moisture levels, you need to continuously keep supplementing the lost moisture with water or other forms of liquids to your body. When you are doing this, to some extent you might be able to prevent the damage which is occurring to your body because of the air conditioner. One more common mistake people do, they reduce the temperature of the room very low, say around 18 degrees centigrade, and on top of that they will be taking in thick blankets to keep themselves warm. Why do they do it? They enjoy the winters. If this is your condition, this is how you like to use the air conditioner, I would suggest maybe shift off to some other place like Alaska or Antarctica. Because if you're not in those places, you do not need to have a blanket and an air conditioner together when the natural climate outside is warm. Air conditioner is only supposed to be used to keep your body cool, to take away the uncomfortable sweating or the uncomfortable heat from the room, not to make it into a tundra zone. Alright? Please keep these things in mind and use the air conditioner sparingly. Change the way you dress. Instead of wearing thick clothes even in summer, just because those things are fashionable, you might want to wear something thin or made up of cotton so that your body is cool, and you wear light colored clothing so that your body reflects a lot of the heat which it is exposed to. By this way, your body's need for an air conditioner will reduce, and if you need to use the air conditioner, use it sparingly. If you have enjoyed today's video and would like to watch more of this sort of videos, please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon. This is Dr. Suresh Somyajula signing off for the day.